Good morning, everybody. It is our big story on Fox 4 Morning News at 6. The shooting at a video game competition in Jacksonville now has gamers calling for more security at their tournaments.
Well, that shooting killed 3 people, including the gunman. And we do have some team coverage with multiple crews. They're live in Jacksonville as well as here in Southwest Florida.
And first, we're going to get to those reporters in just a couple of minutes. We're covering every aspect of this story, not only in those 2 locations in Florida, but also in Baltimore as well this morning.
That's right. Let's go to Camila Bernal. She is live in Baltimore with the very latest.
Gamers here in Jacksonville, Florida were in a virtual world when all of a sudden a mass shooting became their reality. Some people ducked, others took cover, while others just ran as far as they could to avoid getting hurt. But unfortunately, not everyone was able to escape.
We have got to change. We've got to really stop and say to ourselves, there's something wrong.
2 people were killed in another mass shooting in Florida.
Excuse me, not an easy out.
This time at an online gaming tournament in Jacksonville. Participants from all over the country had gathered in a pizza restaurant Sunday afternoon to compete in a Madden NFL tournament at Jacksonville's Landing Complex. That's where police say 24-year-old David Katz, a gamer from Baltimore, Maryland, opened fire. Crowds of people scattered in all directions, trying to get to safety in the populated outdoor marketplace.
I just heard sound like gunfire, and the next thing I know, I see some people coming out of Hooters, and they were kind of falling.
Almost a dozen others were injured by bullets or while trying to flee.
There were 9 victims transported by JFRD to area hospitals. 7 of those had gunshot wounds. I'm happy to report that they are all in stable condition at this time.
The FBI searched the suspect's home in Baltimore, hoping to find some clues as to why Katz committed this horrible act.
This is a horrible day. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, we have to grieve for individuals that senselessly lost their lives.
And just to recap, it is 2 dead and 11 injured, 11 that were taken to local hospitals and that the sheriff says are in stable condition. Now, area streets here have reopened to the public. Of course, that restaurant remains closed. Sheriff deputies are still in the area and just trying to figure out exactly what happened. Reporting live in Jacksonville, Florida, I'm Camila Bernal. Now back to you.
Camila, thank you. And crews at our sister station in Baltimore tell us ATF agents have been searching the family's home of the shooting suspect, David Katz.
Let's get right to Chanel Perriman. She is there this morning with what we have just found out about the suspect.
FBI and ATF agents here in Baltimore are assisting in the investigation, and they were seen coming in and out of a townhome in this South Baltimore neighborhood for several hours. According to property records, the townhome they were searching is owned by Richard Katz. Neighbors say he is the father of the gunman, 24-year-old David Katz. He lives on Harbor Island Walk, right off a key highway, not too far from the inner harbor. Now, neighbors say they didn't know the family too well. The people living right next door say they never saw any red flags. And another neighbor saying the father is a really good guy, but they didn't know the gunman and only saw him on occasion.
Wow, I've seen this guy somewhere, but I didn't really know him personally. I feel sorry to his family and parents.
They are pretty quiet. They keep to themselves. I see them coming and going from the house, and we say hi to each other, but other than that, don't know too much about them.
No word yet on what those federal agents were able to recover from the home, if anything. In Baltimore, Maryland, I'm Chanel Perriman.
Thank you, Chanel. And the Jacksonville sheriff says he will look at possibly adding more security to the landing.